Out in the week 11 content. Shall I go with the practice assignment? I think theory part we already covered in the previous class. Now we go to the practice assignment. Okay, so one particularly question. First question is this one. Okay, so week 11 booster system. Practice assignment. Okay, so when x is 0, okay, when x is 0, d is q bar, and when x is 1, d is q. Okay, so if I take it to input x and qn, when x is 0 and we are assuming that qn is 0. Okay, when x is 0 and qn is 0, so this becomes 1. Now when x is 0, so q bar will be going as the input. So what is the d? D is basically 1. Okay, and when d is 1, what is the qn plus 1? It is a 1. Okay, similarly when x is 0 and qn is 1, so when qn is 1, this becomes 1, this becomes 0. Again it is going 0 here, again x is 0, so we have d is 0. And when d is 0, qn plus 1 is 0. Okay, similarly when x is 1, qn is 0, and when x is 1, qn is 1. When x is 1, so q is selected. Okay, now q is 0, so this becomes 0. Here we are 0 and d is 0, so d is 0. If d is 0, qn is 0. Okay, and when x is 1, so q is 1, so 1 is here, 1 is here, and 1 is here. So d is 1, and when d is 1, qn plus 1 is 1. Okay, so we have a two inputs, x and qn. These are our inputs. D I am taking as an intermediate stage, and qn plus 1 is the output. Qn plus 1 is the output. Okay, so can I write down the equation of qn plus 1 is nothing but d x nor qn, because when qn plus 1 is 1, when x is 0 and qn is 0, so it is a x bar qn bar, and when qn is 1, dx is 1 and qn is 1, so x qn, so it is a nothing but x nor qn. Okay, now we go to the question part. What our question says, the table. When 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 again 0. So A is not correct option. 0 0 1 not a correct. 0 0 1 and 1 1 1. Okay, so C is the correct option. Okay. Now the state equation Qn plus 1. What is the Qn plus 1? X X nor Qn. Okay. Or basically we say the X XOR Qn bar. So it is a X nor Qn. That is nothing but X XOR Qn bar. So the correct answer is first. Okay, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Now, the third question is the state diagram. Okay. Now, when Q is 0, okay, when Qn is 0, so I just take a copy of this one. Paste it. So, question number third. Now, if I say the two state, one is the Qn, it is a 0 and 1. Okay. Now, when x is 0, next state is Qn plus n is the 1. When x is 0, next state is Qn plus 1. Okay. Again, Q state, when x is 1, it becomes a similar state. Okay, it is on a same state. Now, if we go to the x q plus 1, so Qn is 1. Now, if x is 0, it is on a same state. That means next state is again same. And when x is 1, it will be moved to the next state is 0. So this is the truth table of A. Now similarly, if you draw the truth table for B, okay, this is the truth table for A. Now for B, again Qn, x and Qn plus 1. Qn is 0 and Qn is 1. X is 0, 1, 0, 1. Now check, present state is 0. Okay, if we apply a 0x, so again the next state is 0. Next state is 0. If present state is 0, if we apply input as a 1, next state is the 1. Because this is the present state, so next this one is the next state. Okay. Now when it is a 1, and if we apply the input 0, the next state will be the same. Okay, and if we apply the x is also 1, so the next state is 0. So this is the truth table for B. Now similarly for C, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Now when present state is 0, apply input 1, it become a next state is 1. Okay. If present state is 0, apply 0, in next state is again 0. If present state is 1, apply 1, next state is again same. And if present state is 1, apply 0, the next state is 0. This is the C. Now fourth one is the D. Now present state is 0, apply 0, next state is 1. Present state is 1, apply 1, the next state is also 1. Now present state is 0, apply 1, next state is 0. Present state is 1, apply 0, input next state is again 0. Okay. So which one is the correct answer? The correct answer is D. So D is the correct answer. Okay. Now the next question. This is my clock pulse. Now in this question, what it is saying? This is my clocks. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. With respect to each clock, we are giving this input. Okay. Now what is the output? If we are taking that this output at a clock 0 edge, okay, if this clock edge, we are considering that the output we are getting is the Q0, output we are getting at a Q1, output we are getting as a Q2, output we are getting as a Q3 and Q4. Okay, so what is the final output in terms of Q0, Q1, Q2, Q3 and Q4? Okay, so when first clock pulse is applied, input is 1. So what we are getting? Output is also 1. Okay, now second clock pulse is applied, input is 1. So output is also 1. Third clock pulse is applied, input is 0. So output is 0. Fourth clock pulse or third number is clock pulse is applied, the input is 0, output is 0. And when Q4 is applied, output is 0. So this is the output. 1100. So what is the output? Wait a minute. Assume that the deep already initially reset. Diagram. Okay, X is this one. Okay, this is the X. This X is not an actual input for the deep recruit. Okay, so now when x is 1, initially given that q is 0. Okay, initially given that q is 0. In the question, it is given that q is 0. Initially q is 0. Okay, so if q is 0, q bar is 1. Okay, it is 1. Now when x is 1, x is 1. So what we are getting at a d? Okay, when x is 1, so this one will be selected. Okay, so d is nothing but a q, that is 0. Okay, d is nothing but a 1, that is 0. Now what is the q n plus 1, that is 0. Now if qn plus 1 is 0, what is the qn plus 1 bar? It is a 1. Now for the second clock, again x is 1. If x is 1, d is q, that is 0. Because this previous state output is the for input for the next state. Okay, previous state output, that is input for the next state. Now if q is 0, qn plus 1 is 0 and qn plus 1 bar is 1. Okay, now for the second clock pulse, this one, x is 0. If x is 0, q bar is selected. So q bar, and that is 1. If it is 1, what is the output? Qn is 1, and it becomes 0. Okay, now again this one 0 is applied, q bar is selected, that is 0. If it is 0, so here we are getting 0 and here we are getting 1. Now for the next clock pulse, again x is 0, so q bar is selected, q bar is 1. So q bar is 1, so we are getting a 1 as the output, and here we are getting 0. Okay, so this is our q0, q1, q2, q3, and q4. So finally output is 0, 0, 1, 0. Okay, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. So what is the answer? 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. Now question number 5. This is a state matrix. Okay, this is my input sequence. Okay, so we start from here. Start from here. Now first one will be coming. Okay, one will be coming as a input. So what we are getting? We are getting 0 as a output. So 0 as a output. It will be moved to the S1. It will be moved to the S1. Now when it will be moved to the S1, 0 is coming as an input. So 0 is coming as a input, that is this one. Then 0 is output. Okay, so I just mentioned that one is the input, state, and output. First input is 1. Okay, the state is S0, next state, and output. So when input 1 is coming, next state is S1 and output is 0. Output is 0. Okay, second input is 0. Now present state is S1, input is 0, next state is S2 and output is again 0. Now again 1 is coming, present state is S2. S2. So 1 is coming. 1 is the input, next state is S3 and output is 1. Okay, this is the output. Now again it is 1. So 1 is the input, next state is present state is S3, next state is S1, the output is 0. Again 0 is coming, 0 is coming. So present state is S1, next state is S2 and output is 0. Again 0 is coming. So present state is S2, next state is S0 and output is 0. Next 1 is coming. So present state is S0, next state is input is 1, next state is S1 and output is 0. Next 0 is coming. Present state is S1, next state is S2 and output is 0. Then 1 is coming. Present state is S3, output is 1. Then one more 1 is coming. Next state is S1 and output is 0. And 0, 1, 0, 1 is coming. Put it a little down. Yeah. So now present state is S1. 0 is the input. So S2 is the next state, output is 0. Now with 1 is coming. The present state is S2, next state is S3 and output is 1. Now 0 is coming. So S3 present state is S2, next state is S2 and 0 is coming. Now with the 0, S2 1 is coming. So S3 and 1 is out. So what is the output? The output is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros, then 1, then 2 zeros, then 1 and then zeros. And last one is the 1. This is the final output. So 1, 0, 1, 2 times 0. So if you see 1, 0, 1, 2 times 0, 1, then 5, 7, 0 and last 2 zeros. This is the correct answer. Now the 3-bit detected by the FSM is zeros 101 or 010. Okay, the sequence detector is the sequence detector in figure 2 has an implement using the JK flip-flop. Select all the options that correctly define the input of the JK flip-flop. Okay, so this is the MSP, this is the LSP. Okay, A and B are taking as an input. So how you implement this one? Yes, how you implement this one? Listening. Am I audible to all? Okay. So now we have this circuit. We have a JK flip-flop that is used for the sequence detection. So what is the meaning of sequence detection is, like for example, if we are talking about my present state, for A, B, it's become a 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1. And output is X 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so my next state will be the A, B, and Y, that is the 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1, 1. Okay, so what should I require for this one? J, K, J, B, K, B. So if it is a 0, 0, that is the meaning is it becomes a 0 cross, I think so. J, K, Q plus 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1 always 0, 1, 0 is 1, and 1, 1 is 1 bar. So I just draw the excitation table of that one. Qn plus 1, J and K, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. 0, 1, cross, 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 1, 0, I think so. Okay, so if I say this is my present state for A and A, so both are 0, 0, so it is a 0 cross. Similarly for B and B, it is again a 0 cross. Similarly, it is a 0, 0, 0 cross, 0, 0, 0 cross, 0, 0, 0 cross, 1, 1, cross 0, cross 0, cross 0, and cross 0. Okay. Similarly for the JB and KB, 0, 0, 0 cross, 0 cross, cross 0, cross 0, 0 cross, 0 cross, cross 0, and cross 0. Okay, now what is the equation of JA? That is a QA and QA, QN plus 1. So we can say directly it is a QA. For K, J, for K, it is a what is for K? K, it is QA power. Okay, yeah. Now we have to implement this one using this one. Oh, we have to implement this one using this. So it is a copy image. paste image. Now if we draw the table for this one, so the next state will be changed. I assume S0 as a 0 0, S1 is 0 1, S2 is 1 0, and S3 is 1 1. So when 0 0 and input is 1, so we move to the 0 1. So the next state is 0 1. Okay. When 0 0 and input is 0, we are getting the S0, so 0 0. Same. What is the output? Output in this case is 0 and output in this case is also 0. So Y is 0 here and Y is 0. Now if it is a 0 1, when we are giving the input 1, so it is a 0 1. Okay. When we are giving the input 0, it is a 1 0. Okay. What is Y? In the both cases, if you see in this one and this one, both for the both cases Y is 0. Now 1 0, when input is 1, we are getting a 1 1. 1 0, when input is 1, we are getting a 1 1. And when input is 0, we are getting a 0 0. So this is a 0 0. In this case, output is 0, and in this case, output is 1. Output is 1 and output is 0. And final case 1 1, when input is 1, we move to the 0 1, and when input is 0, we are getting a 1 0. Okay. And what is the output? In the both cases, output is 0. Now what we have to do, we have to write this JK table. So present state is 0, next state is 0. So it is a 0 cross. Present state is 0, next state is 0, 0 cross. Present state is 0, next state is 1. So it is a 1 cross. Present state is 0, 0, 0 cross. Present state is 1 and 0, cross 1. Present state is 1 and 1, cross 0. Present state is 1 and 1, cross 0. Present state is 1 and 0, next state is cross 1. Okay, so this is for J and K. Now for the JB and KB, we are considering the B. We are considering the B. So 0 and 1. That is a 1 cross. 0 and 0. It is a 0 cross. For 1 and 0. It is a cross 1. For 1 and 1. It is a cross 0. For 0 and 0. It is 0 cross. For 0 and 1. It is a 1 cross. For 1 and 0, it is a cross 1. And last one is a for 1 and 1, cross 0. Now can I draw a K-map for J? One, two, three. The input is A, B, and X. Check in the question what is the input they are asking. Yeah. So that is for J. Where it is marked 0, J, if you see the first term is 0, it is 0, it is 0, it is 1, 0, the remaining is the don't care conditions. So we can create a group of this one. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. So what is the J? J is nothing but B X bar. Okay. Now similarly we draw the KMF for K. Again A, B and X for K. Now this is K. So cross, 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 cross. So first is a cross, cross, cross. Cross, cross, cross. Second is a 1, 0, 0, 1. So one group is this one and one group is this. So K is nothing but B bar X bar plus DX. So it is a B X not X. Okay, so this is correct. Now we can write a for a JB and KB. Mm, so I just write a for the JB. A, B, and X. So JB is the first is the 1, 0, cross, cross, 0, 1, cross, cross. So first is the 1, 0, cross, cross, then 0, 1, cross, cross. Okay, so we make a group of these two, or we make a group of these two. Okay, so when we are going to make a group of this one, so what is the JB? JB is A is and X plus when I create a group of this one, so A bar and X bar. Okay, so that is a X nor X or a X or X bar. Similarly for the KB, A 0 0 0 1 1 1 1 0 0 1. Now it is a cross cross 1 0. So cross cross 1 0 cross cross 1 0. So cross cross 1 0. So we can create a group of these four. Okay. So what is the KB? KB is simply X bar. So JB is JB is the X. Let's check if there is any issue in this one. 0 1 1 cross 0 0 0 cross 1 0 cross 1 1 1 cross 0 0 0 0 cross 0 1 1 cross 1 0 cross 1 and 1 1 cross 0. Now we check with the state from 0 0. Input is 0. It maintains as a 0 0. At 0 0, if input is 0, we maintain as a 0 0. Here it is a 0 0. Okay, and when input is 1, we are getting as a 0 1. So it is a 0 1. Okay, again on 0 1, when input is 0, it becomes a 1 0. When input is 1, it becomes a 0 1. 1 0, when input is 0, it becomes 0 0. When input is 1, becomes a 1 1. And 1 1, when input is 1, it becomes a 0 1. Okay. At 1 1, when input is 0, it becomes a 1 0. And when input is 1, it becomes a 0 1. Okay, so there is a changes in the KB. These two. So present state is 0, next state is 0, that is it is a 0 cross. And present state is 0, next state is 1, it is a 1 cross. So 0, 0, 1. Okay, only these two will be changes. Only these two will be changed. So JB is group of 4. JB is the group of 4. So what is the JB? JB is simply X. Okay. Now the second one, there is no change. Cross cross 1 0. So KB is X bar. So JB is X and KB is X bar. Okay, the Boolean expression for the output Y is given. So we already given the Y. So Y is only 1 in this situation. So it is a B bar X. This one. Okay, now copy this image. Now question, what is the question? Find the value of A, B, C, D in the state diagram for a given sequential circuit below. A, B, C, D. Okay. So now when we consider J, K, and Qn plus 1. Okay. So when J and K both are 0 0, Qn is 0, we are getting a Qn plus 1. Okay. And when it is 1, we are getting a 1. When Jk is 0 1, if Qn is 0, every situation the output is 0. When it is a 1 0, either the Qn is 0 or 1, we are getting always a 1. And when both are 1 1, if Qn is 0, we are getting a 1. If Qn is 1, we are getting a 0. Okay. So this is our table that we draw. Now in the question, yeah. So when present state is 0, okay, present state is 0, the next state is also 0. Okay, when present state is 0, next state is 0. So when present state is 0, next state is 0, what is the input x? That means we are required a 0 here. Where how the 0 is required, that means q is 0 as well as x is 0. Okay, the present state is 0, the next state is 0, so that means what we are getting this particular term is 0. Present state is 0, next state is 0, that means both will be 0. If both will be 0, that means in the OR gate this will be 0 and this will be 0. So we know x is 0. Okay, clear? Now what is y? If x is 0, so it is go 0 here, the q is also 0, so it is a 0 0 0, we are getting a 1. Clear? Yes, any doubt? Shall we move? Okay. Now we are assuming that q is 0, the present state is 0, but we required 1 here. We require 1 here. So that means the output is toggled. So when the output will be toggled, these two are 1. Okay, these two are 1. Now we know that present state q is 0, so this one is 0. Next state is qn is 1. Okay, next state is 1. So if it is a 0, this x is 1. So it is 1 in the input. Okay, what is the output? This 1 go there, so it is a 1. This 0 go there, so it is a 0. 1 0 becomes a 1. So output is b is also 1 1. Clear? Now when the present state is 1, next state is also 1. So what is the meaning of this one? Either we are getting a 0 0 here. Okay, we are getting a 0 0 here. So when it is a 0 0, so what is the meaning of this one? This will be 0 and this will be 0. So that means x is 0. No, this is the problem. Yes, C is none. Why C is none? Why C is none? Because we are considering the present state is 1 and next state is also 1. That means this loop. Present state is 1 and next state is 1. If present state is 1, that means this is 1. Okay, if this is 1, output is 1 and 1. If these are 1, so we are not getting any next state will be 1, next state will be 0 because in the 1 1 situation, it is a toggle. It is in a 1 1 situation, it is a toggle. But we maintain a 1 situation. Okay, we maintain a 1 situation. So 1 situation is not maintained. Okay, so that means this particularly there is no loop. No loop. So C is not possible. C is not possible. Now the present state is 1, next state is 0. So that means 1 is coming here, we are getting 1 here. When J and K both are 1, we are getting 0 here. Okay. Now doesn't mean either it is a 0 or 1. Doesn't mean either it is a 0 or 1. So X we are considering a don't care condition doesn't mean it is a 0 and 1. Now if it is a 0, we are getting 0 here. So 0 from here, 0 from here, we are getting 1. Okay. And if it is a 1, so again 1 from here and 0 from here, it is again a 1. So doesn't mean what is the value of X, always the output will be the 1 and we are getting from 1 to 0. We are getting from 1 to 0. Now what is the value of A? The value of A is 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. What is the value of B? The B value is 1 1. So B value is 1 1. Okay. What is the value of C? C is none. And what is the value of D? D either we apply a 0, we are getting a 1 and 1 we are getting a 0. Okay, so all answers are correct. All answers are correct. Okay. All answers are correct. Any doubts? Hello. So no doubts. Shall we stop here? Sajin, thank you all. Grade assignment question number 6. The graded assignment deadline is not completed yet. Graded assignment 11, question number 6. Yeah. Assume that the initial state given output. Yes, what is your doubt in that particular question? So just an idea how to solve. Okay. So we are saying that assume that the initial state Q1, Q0 of the clock sequential synchronized circuit is 0, 1. So like for example, this is my particular part. Okay. Where Q1 is what? This is the Q1, this is the 0 and Q2 is 1. Okay. We are taking that the initial D flip flop will be at a 0 and D2 flip flop will be at 1. So 0, 1. Okay, the input line X changes at every rising edge of the clock. Now it is a okay. Now the X will be changes at every rising edge of the clock. So we are considering that X will be changed. Okay. So with one clock pulse X is 1, then next clock pulse X is 0 and so on. Determine the present state Q1 and Q2 and output Z. So after 8 clock pulse is applied, you have to identify what is the value of Q1 and Q2. Just show me. Okay, so you have to find out the output Q1, Q2, and output Z. Z is what? Z is nothing but the yeah. With the Q1 and Q2, we are applying on a AND gate, and with this AND gate, we are connecting the OR gate with the input X. Okay, and we are finalize the output. So after 8 clock pulse, we have to identify what is the value of Q1, what is the value of Q2, and what is the Z. Okay, so with every clock pulse, you find out what is the output Q1, Q2, and Z. Okay, and you just see that what is the output. The screen is not visible. Okay. Yeah, now it is visible. Okay. Now it is mentioned that your initially the Q1 and Q2 is 0, 1. That means the first flip flop output is 0 and second flip flop output is 1. Okay. That particularly these two output will be go into the AND gate, and after that it will be X over with the X. You are getting the finally Z. Okay. Now the Q2 is also connected at this point. Q2 is also connected with the second this initial stage AND gate also. Okay, AND gate also. Now what he is saying that the input line X changes at every rising edge of the clock. Okay, that means when the clock rising edge will be coming, the input line will be changed. Okay, sometime it is a 0, 1, 0, 1 in this way. Okay, the X will be 0, then X is the 1, then 0, then 1. In this way it will be changes. Okay, now you have to identify what is the output Q1 and Q2 after 8th clock pulse. Okay, that means you have to simulate this one with for every clock pulse, calculate the value of Q1 and Q2. First clock pulse, then Z. So I just say, okay, let's assume that Q1 is 0 and Q2 is 0. I just take for one clock pulse. So at clock 0, okay, what is the X? X I am considering the 0. Q1 is 0 and Q2 is 1. So what is the Z? Z is 0 and 1. We are getting 0, 0 and 0 will be 0. So Z is 0. Now with the clock 1, the X is 1. Okay. When X bar is 1, X bar is 0. So here it is 0. X bar is 0, it is 0. X is 1. Second, it will be the connected with the Q1 bar. So Q1 bar is what? 1. Okay, Q1 bar is 1. And third one is the Q2 bar. So Q2 is 1, so Q2 bar is 0. So here we are getting a 0. Now both are 0, we are getting 0 here, we are getting 0 here. Now the Q is 0 and Q2 is 0. So we are getting the Q1 is 0, Q2 is 0. If both are 0, Z is again is 0. Now with the clock 2, X is 0. Okay, again X is 0 because every clock pulse X is vary. So it becomes a 1. It becomes a 1 and it becomes a 0. So here we are 0. Now what is this one? This one becomes a Q2. So Q2 is 0. So it becomes 0. So we are getting 0 here. So here we are getting a 0. And this one is what? This is connecting with the Q2 bar. So it is again a 1. So here we are 0. So we are 0, 0 and 0. Okay. Again we are taking the clock 3. So in this way we have to change the X value every time. After that you can calculate the Q1, Q2 and Z. Now clear? Yes, Rohit, now it is clear. Okay. Any other doubts? So I think we stop here.